Good afternoon, students. Today we will be starting with a new chapter, chapter 6, division. So, let us see what is division. Division is making equal parts of a given number or subtracting a number reportedly from the given number. Making equal parts of a given number. Suppose if I am having 12, if I divide by 2, I will be making 4 equal parts. Okay, so 4 plus 4 plus 4, I'll get 12. So this number I am making equal parts. That means I am dividing this number into equal parts. Or if I subtract, suppose 12, if I subtract 2 from this 12, minus 2, minus 2. So this way if I go on subtracting, so I'll be subtracting repeatedly from a given number. Okay, so then I'll get a number, then I'll be dividing this number. Okay, so continuous subtraction is division and making equal parts of a given number is division. We'll do one example. Suppose 4925 we have to divide by 7. Example, this 4925 rupees, if I have to divide in 7 boys or 7 children, how will I do it? Now this 4000, it is in thousands place. Okay, this 4 is in thousands place. Now if I give 1000 rupees to each boy, okay, is it possible that I'll divide it into equal parts? No. That means only 4 boys will get 1000 rupees, another 3 will not get. So what I will do, instead of giving them 1000 rupees, I will make this 1000 into 100. That means I'll make this 4000 into 4000. Same here. Now I cannot divide this 4 by 7. Okay, so I take this 9 along with this 4. Now 49, can I divide this 49 by 7? Yes. Same thing we will be doing here. Suppose it is 4000, I have converted into 4000 and 900. So 4900. So now it is 4900. So 4900 I can divide among 7 children. But 4000 was not possible for me to divide in this 7 children, so I made it 4900. So 49, it goes in table of 7. How many times? 7 times. So if I write 49 here, I get 9 minus 9 0, 4 minus 4 0. I'll go to the next digit. It is 2. When I write this 2 down here, again this is in tens place. Now I have 20 rupees. Can I give 20 rupees to all the 7 boys, 10 rupees each? No, I have only 20 rupees. So I can give it to only 2 boys. But what about the remaining 5? So what I'll do, I'll take this 5 down. So now I have 1 rupees, 25 coins of 1 rupees each. That is 25 ones. So now is it possible for me give 1 rupees to them? Yeah. So I can give 1 this way. I can give in 3 cycles. So I can give 21 rupees to these 7 children, 3 rupees to each child, and I can distribute 21 rupees among these 7 children. So how many is remaining here? So 4 coins will be remaining with me. So you understand, child, why we are not dividing only this 2, because 2 you cannot distribute among the 7 children. So we have to take this 5 down from this place and we will make it 25. So now 25 rupees can we divide in 7 children? Yes. So that is why we are making it 25. So minus, so 21 rupees we must subtract from 25. So 4 is remaining. This is how we will do the division. These are the revision questions from 4-digit number which you have done in last year. So now this year we will be dividing 5-digit numbers by 1-digit number. It is very similar to how we divide 4-digit number by 5-digit number. Now here let us take example 1. Here 1, 2, 4, 6, 5 we divided by 5. So again here if I say take only 1 here, can I divide this 1 rupee among these 5 children? No. So I go to the next digit. So it becomes 12. Now this 12 rupees, can I divide in between these 5 children? Yes. So how much one child should get? So 5 ones are 5 twos are. So 5 twos are 10. Okay, I subtract this 10 from this 12. So 2 minus 0 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. So now here only 2 is there. So can I divide this 2 rupees among the 5 children equally? No. So what I do, I take this 4 from this place here. Okay. So it becomes 24. Now I can divide 24 between these 5 children. So 5 4s are 20. So 24 minus 24 remains. So we take this 6 down here. It becomes 46. Now in 5's table if I see 5 8s are how much? 40. 5 9s are 45 and 5 10s are 50. Now I can't take 40, I can't take 50. Now 46 is this here. Okay, and in table suppose this is 40, 45 and 50. So 46 is in between these two numbers. Yes, so I am taking the lowest number because I cannot subtract 50 from 46. So I have to subtract 45 from 46. So I'll take the lower number. So that is 9s are, this is 5 9s are 45. So I'll write 9 here and I'll write 45 here. So when I subtract 45 from 46, I get 1. Again I will take the next digit, I'll take down. So 15. Now again in 5's table, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. Okay, so 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So this 3s are, so 5 3s are 15. So I subtract this 15 from this 15, I get the remainder 0. So this is remainder, this is quotient, this is divisor, and this is dividend. Okay, so this numbers you should you should remember what they represent. They are reminders, divided and divisor, dividend, remainder and quotient. So now let us go to the example 2. Now here we will be dividing the number with 2 digits. Now you know how to divide it with 1 digit. Now we will be dividing it with 2 digit. Write the dividend and the divisor as like this. Now whatever is dividend will be writing here and divisor will be writing here. So now 14 will write here, 21,809 will write here. Now the first step, we will take, now since it is 2-digit number, we go with 2 digits. Okay, so 2 digit here we have taken 21. So 14 in table of 14, 21, let us see, 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28. So 21 is in between these two numbers, 14 and 28. So 14 is the number to be subtracted from 21. So we write 14 ones are 14. We can't write 28 because 28 is a bigger number, so we can't subtract. You can't give 2 chocolates if you have 1 chocolate, right? So similarly, if you have 28 chocolates, if you have 21 chocolates, you can't give 28 chocolates. So you can, but can you give 14 chocolates? Yes. So we are writing 14 here. We are not writing 28. We write the lower number here. So the next step, so 14 ones are 14. We write 21 minus 14. We write ones are here. So 21 minus 14, we get the answer 7. Now 7 is smaller than this 14. So we have to take one digit from the neighboring your 78. Okay, we write down the next number in the dividend. So now this is my new dividend. Okay, so I'll be taking this 8 down here, and now this number is greater than 14. So now we can divide. So we again check in the table. So 14 table, 1s are 14, 2s are 28, 3s are 42, 4s are 56, 5s are 70, and 6s are 84. Now 78 comes in between 5 and 6 table. Okay, 14 5s are 70 and 14 6 are 84. So 78 comes in between 5 and 6. So we take the lower number. So 14 5s are 70. We subtract 70 from 78, we get 8. Now 8, if I take only 8, I can't divide because this is smaller. So we take this 0 here. So now it becomes 80. So 80 is bigger than 14. Yes. So now again we can see in the table where 80 comes. So now 80 comes again in between 5 and 6. 14 5s are and 14 6s are. So again I'll write 5s are 70. So when I subtract this 70 from this 80, the remainder is 10 here. Now 10 is smaller than 14. So again I take a next number from here, 9. So now it is 109. So 109 is bigger than 14. So 109 goes in which table? We have in which multiply in 14 in which number? So we will go on multiplying. So 14 8s are 112 and 14 7s are 98. So 9 here 109 comes in between 7 and 8. So we take the lower number. So 14 7s are 98. So 109 minus 98, we get 11. Now 11 is smaller than 14. Yes. But do we have any digits here so that we can take it down? No. So then we will stop our division here. So when the remainder will be less than 14 and there is no dividend left to take it down, we will stop the division. Okay, so now here we get the quotient as 1557 and remainder as 11. So this way you will solve the division problems. Now how you can check whether your sum is correct or no? So there are two methods. There is one formula with this. You can check whether your division is correct or no. Now this is quotient into divisor in bracket plus remainder is equal to dividend. So now here if you see the quotient is how much? 1557 into divisor is 14 plus remainder is 11. So this is equal to dividend is 21809. So when you solve this will be equal to this. So when you solve this, you will get 21809, which is equal to 21809. That means your division is correct. If you don't get these two equal, that means you have done some kind of a mistake when you are solving the problem. The same thing they had done here, what I have just now explained. There are two clues they have given. If the remainder is greater than divisor, the division is incorrect. And other method to know whether your answer is right or no is you will be using this. And if this is not equal, if these two are not equal, that means you have done some mistake in writing the division. Okay, now we'll go for the word problems. Example 3. A machine produces 48,660 pens in the month of June. How many pens does it produce in a day? Now here, this much is produced in the month of June. Now in June we have 30 days. So 48600 in 30 days. So how many in one day? So from more number of days to less number of days. So students, when you read the problem, now you will get confused with the problem word, especially word problems. You will get confused with whether the problem is of multiplication or division. When they will ask you, when they will give you cost of, suppose example, they give you cost of one pen is rupees 5, and they ask you cost of 10 pens, that means it is a problem of multiplication. You are going from one to many. Okay, one to many. And here they are given many and you have to come to 1. So many to 1, that means it is a problem of division. So this way you will remember, if they give you for 1 and they ask you for many, it is a problem of multiplication. If they give you many things and they ask you the cost or whatever for one thing, then you have to divide. Remember this way, and you will not make mistake whether the problem is for multiplication or division. Okay, so let us go to the problem. Here they had given the number of days in the month of June is 30. The number of pens produced. Now students, when you are writing the word problems, start reading the question and start writing the answer. A machine produced 48,660 pens in a month of June. So write number of pens produced in the month of June is dash. Okay, whatever it is. How many pens does it produce in a day? Number of pens produced in a day is 48,660 divided by 30. So number of days in the month of June. So this writing part, you will be writing this whole thing from the question itself. You don't have to by heart this. So don't by heart when you are studying your sums. There is no need to by heart. Whatever you read, you just go on writing one by one and you will get the whole data here. Okay, now how you will divide here? 48,660 divided by 30. Now it is 2-digit number, so you will be considering 2 digits from here. So 48 in table of 38 goes 1s are 30, so remainder is 18. Now 18 is less than 30, so what we will do, we will take 1 digit from here. So now it is 186. So 186 and 180, it comes in the so the 30 table, you will be writing 30 table. Now 30 table is equal to 3's table only. Okay, you just add 0. So 1 3 3 1s are 3. That way you can write and just put 1 0. Okay, so now 18 6. So 6 are 18. 3 6 are 18. You know, 3 7s are 21. So this 86 come in between here somewhere. So we'll take the lower number. So we take 6 here. 6 are 80. So remainder is 6 here. So 6 is smaller number. We can't divide 30. So we take the next dividend here down. Now 66. 66 is bigger than 30. Yes. So in which table it goes? 2s are. So we make it 60. The remainder is 6 again. This 0 will come down again. Because it is 0, don't skip. 0, you know that 0 after the number has value. It is not just 0 and you skip it. You write that 0 here, 6 are. So now the remainder is 0. So how many? Okay. So how many pens they will produce in one day? They will produce 1622 pence in one day. Next example, Vijay bought 15,375 sheets of paper for 35 students. Okay, so now here 15375 for 35 students. So you will write, what you will write here directly now? Vijay bought this many sheets of paper. So number of sheets, okay, number of sheets, okay, total number of sheets. See, whatever you will write here, go on writing. So total number of sheets you will write, okay, for 35 students. So number of students, immediately write it 35. If the sheets distributed equally, how many sheets would each student get? You will write, therefore the number of sheets each student will get is this number divided by this. Now here each student mean one student. So you got this, these many sheets in 35 students. So how many for one? So this is a problem of division. So you will divide this and you will get the answer. Again, how you have divided? 15, 3, so 15375. Okay, so we will take 2 digit. Now this 15, students pay attention here, this is little tricky. Now this 15, when we take 15, this 15 is less than 35. So can we divide this 15 by this 35? No. So we take one more digit. Okay, students understand here again. Now this 15 we can't divide. Now we are 2 digit number, so we are taking 2 digit. But can we divide this 15? No. So we are taking 153. So in 35's table, if we go, so in 35's table, 35 3s is 105, 35 4s is 140, 35 5s is 175. Now 153 comes in between this and this, that is 35 4s and 35 5s, but we can't take 175, so we have to take the lowest value, that is 140. So 35 4s are 140. So from 153 will minus 140, we get 13 in the remaining. So now 13 is smallest number, smaller than 35, so we can't divide this, so we will take this 7 down here. So 137. Now 137 is more bigger than 35, so now we can divide. So now 137 comes in which table? We will find in 35 3s are 105, 35 4s is 140. So 137 is less than 140, so we will take 35 into 3, that is 105. So 3s are 105. When we minus this 105 from 137, we get 32 in the remainder. So now 32 is less than 35. So we take this 5 here. So now 325. So 325 is bigger than 35. So we will find out in which table we can minus. So then 9s is 350. So we minus 315 from 325, we get the remainder 10. Now there is no other dividend remaining, so we can't take anything. And now this 10 is less than 135, so we cannot divide, and we will stop our division here. Now in question they had asked how many sheets would each student get. Now here we get the answer 439. So each student will get 439 sheets. Second question they had asked, second part in this question they had asked, will any sheets remain? So when you divide here, we get the remainder as 10. So these 10 is nothing but it is the remaining sheets. After distributing sheets from this 15,375, we make 439 in one bunch, and when we give this one bunch to 35 students, one bunch each of 439 to each student, the remaining 10 sheets will be there. So how much one child will get? The number of sheets one student will get is 439, and reminder that is 10. That means the number of sheets that remain is 10.